Welcome to the Kool, the Kareem Matthews podcast. I'm Kareem Matthews. I'm here with my dude, my boy, my Ramley we'll say domestic traveler, fake ass DJ point guard extraordinaire, Mr. Rodney Lusian.
What's good, Playboy?
Shit, man. Ram it. That's funny. They be playing that. You doing David Hill's move.
Right. I'm
That's
about
what
to,
Dave.
I'm about to learn the whole dance. I got the
That's
whole
what
dance for y'all next week.
That's what David Hill be doing in the video. That's fucking hilarious. And you know what's also fucking hilarious? We got a copyright mark last week. I guess it was who did you play?
Are you
Was it
serious?
yeah,
Wasn't it baseball?
yeah.
Was it?
Nah, it was the I think it was you played I think you played multiple songs, but
Oh,
I think it was the jazz dude.
Chuck Mangione?
I think so. Yeah. They don't tell you why, you know what I'm saying? But they just put a copyright on the video and it was like some music that you played is owned by somebody, you know what I'm saying? They don't take it down or nothing. They just because I was like, copyright? Because it just popped up on the video. I was like, hey, shit, what's copywritten? And then I read the message. I was like, that's hilarious. We over 25 episodes and we probably done music in half of them at least. You know what I'm saying? But this the first time somebody was like, "Hey, that's our music."
Nah.
I thought it was funny. I'm like, YouTube, if y'all don't knock it off.
Right, because the shit we played, damn it. Soak City.
Oh, right, nothing.
We let Soak City run for like 30 seconds.
Right, and you even said it.
But they, shit.
Right, nah, and that's
They
why I
not,
feel like it was that jazz dude.
and they
'Cause
tight on their copyright infringement.
right, right,
City, like,
right,
man, please.
right. That's right. Nah,
Play
that's
ours.
right. We'll pay y'all. Nah, that's why I figured it was them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if we get one this week, Rams,
Yeah, nah.
y'all know better.
Nah, that's funny. I thought it was funny. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? What? Come get us, y'all. But uh, it is Rams though. It's crazy because football has started. You know what I'm saying? The preseason was Sunday. I mean, actually it was last week, right? The Hall of Fame.
Thursdays ago, yeah.
Yeah, nah. I feel that clap because it's like, man, once I don't know. To me, football season is so much more of a journey than any of the other seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like baseball and basketball don't seem as much of a journey as football do. I don't know why. I mean, maybe it's because it's only once a week, so the games mean more. Because baseball and basketball, you get multiple games a week. Like it's no, you know what I'm saying? But like it's really an art to football. You know what I'm saying? Like you really how it go through the year, how the season go. Like I don't know, man. It's weird. I feel like whenever football season start, I'm on a journey with the Rams. Like when the Lakers, it's just their season. Even the Dodgers, you know what I'm saying? Because like it's gonna be ebbs and flows. Like last year when we started 1-4, I was like, dude, we gonna win 10 games. You know what I'm saying? I was like, we gonna win the division. Like you don't ever say that in baseball or basketball. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I don't even know if what I'm saying makes sense, but I felt that feeling when we went to the game on Saturday. I was like, nigga, this is the beginning of our journey. And then you had said how this was our first time here since we woke up at 5 a.m. to go to that playoff game. You know what I'm saying? And that was like the end of the last journey. You know what I'm saying? And then for us to be back, it was like, dude, these niggas about to take us on like a 6-month ride. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be highs and lows. Like what's how it start ain't how it's gonna end. Like we gonna see people grow. We gonna see shit change. Like again, I don't feel like that in the basketball or foot or baseball season. You don't feel like I'm gonna see your uh, Shohei. I'm gonna see Shohei grow. Like you don't get that. I'm gonna see LeBron grow. Like you know what I'm saying? It's just the games. You know what I mean? But with football, it's like it's gonna be some dudes that wasn't on the team at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? That come in by mid. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know the way the football season plays out is you feel so much more attached
Right.
than you do with the other. Not that you don't love those teams this as much. You know what I'm saying? When the playoffs come around for the Dodgers, it's gonna be that. When the playoffs come around for the Lakers, it's gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? But it's something about the football season where you feel more. I feel like it's probably because it's only one a week. You know what I'm saying? So it holds for a whole week. Football, baseball, it's every, you know what I mean? I mean, baseball, basketball, it's a game tomorrow. Like, you know what I mean? It's 3 games this week. It's 4 games this week. So it's not, the importance ain't there. You know what I mean? But,
Nah, the moments is magnified. Like,
right, right. It's only 16 of them or 17 now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a month in both of the other sports.
right. And
You know
if we was talking about the Dodgers earlier before we started, and we was talking about how Shohei didn't show up yesterday against Toronto, how
mm,
he got caught stealing in a
mm-hmm,
crucial situation. He struck out in the ninth with the bases loaded, 1 out, when all we
mm-hmm,
needed was a fly ball. And it's
mm-hmm.
like, we just kept it moving to, all right, tonight, new game, Angels, Shohei Homer, whatever. But if a football player, let alone your top football player, if it was Matt Stafford or Puka or Kyron or whomever, like if they epically failed in a game the way Shohei did yesterday, it's a whole thing. Like we don't just let that wash off our backs and be like, all right, we'll get him tomorrow. It's like, nah, Kyron, your ass is traded, benched. I mean,
Man, preach. I'm just sitting here listening because that's exactly who I was picking. Kyron. Like that fumble against Philly. Like it's not much. Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that, but it's gonna take a lot for him to wipe that away into this upcoming season. You know what I'm saying? And don't fumble again. You know what I mean? Then we got a whole new problem. Like that's the perfect example. Like Shohei wiped his shit off 24 hours later. You know what I'm saying? He hit a home run. It's all right. Forget it. That's over. You know what I mean? But with Kyron, one fumble in that playoff game, and like now he's a fumbler. You know what I'm saying? From one, we don't look at Shohei and be like he's a terrible baseball player or you know what I'm saying, he's a choke artist because of that one thing that he did. Is Mookie in the outfield?
you tell me, player, you got the
They,
game on.
did they just move Mookie to the outfield? Yup. I
It
was like,
is.
wait a minute, that wasn't a ground ball. Mookie's in right field. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, wait a minute. I had to rewind. Because when you said you tell me, I was like, wait, I don't know. Mookie is in right. I was like, wait a minute. That was a fly ball that he just caught. I was like, was that couldn't have been on the infield? Wow. See, Dave know it's
Oh,
real.
they put Rojas in at pinch hit. I mean,
Sure.
they put Rojas in at shortstop. So yeah, who they moved to center.
All right. Oh, that's Carl?
Oh yeah, call. I guess Dean pinch ran for Pajes.
Mm. Okay. Wow. They talking about it. Yeah, nah, that's big news. Even you know what I mean? Even in, he tried to slide it in like we did some pinch running and sub some dudes out so that, you know what I mean? Strategically, that's how it worked out. Like they ain't been moving Mookie all year. You know what I'm saying? They've been having moves like this. This ain't the first time he had to make a move like this, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like, again, like how he acted yesterday, we were speaking on that, how he had never called Shohei out. You know what I'm saying? He calls like Dave, no, he cracking the whip. Like, and then for them to fall down 7-0 to the Angels after how they played yesterday, he probably was like, hell no.
Right. How he didn't take out Yamamoto. He was like, nah,
Mm.
Yamamoto, I ain't
He
bailing
pissed.
you out. Right. Get yourself out of this jam,
You
Yamamoto.
going 5 regardless. They
Right.
put Mookie in right. I'm telling you, and I don't have the volume on, so I can just see how Mookie looking. You know what I'm saying? I know they talking about it, but I can't hear what they saying.
Right. Because Roberts low key blew the game yesterday
By
because
taking
he
Teo out?
he pinch ran for Teo with Dean, and then that spot in the lineup came up. I want to say in the ninth. At
Yeah,
some point, it came up when we was trying to rally,
right. In the ninth, because he took Teo out in the eighth.
and he pinch hit with Conforto.
Right. That's who he had to pinch hit with. That's
Right.
who was
I
left.
guess the backup catcher with rushing was the only position
Other
player left.
right. And you can't pinch hit him.
You
Nah,
can't.
not your
People.
backup catcher. You know what I'm saying? You got to put Conforto up first. I mean, your backup catcher has to be the last player you spin,
Mm.
unless Conforto can catch.
And is Dean that much of a zero at the plate? Like he can't go
Oh my
up and hit a
God.
sacrifice fly or have a
I mean,
productive out
he a
bunt.
rookie known for his speed and defense. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah, I don't.
if Conforto don't go up before him, then he shouldn't be on the squad.
But he was already in the game.
Then
Yeah,
for defense, that's why he went in for
he
Teo
went
for
in to
defense.
run.
Okay,
He went in to
okay,
run for Teo.
right, but then stayed in for defense.
Right.
Like those are the two things he can do.
Yeah.
Nah,
Well.
but that's everyone was on Dave Roberts after the game. When Dodger talk, everybody was calling in like Roberts blew this game. You know what I'm
Really.
saying? Oh yeah. Talking about taking Teo out and then having to pinch hit Conforto. But it was like that one move led to another. You know what I'm saying? Taking Teo out made you had to pinch hit for Conforto. And it
Because
was
we
one
had the
other
lead. We had the lead when he pinch ran for Teo. And it's like I could see if we was down, but we up by one and you gonna make a low key desperation move when Teo was feeling good at the plate. I know he had at
nah,
least hit a double earlier in the game.
right. Nah. You don't. I'm telling you, you sound like Dodger talk yesterday. I listened to the whole Dodger talk and like at least 4 people called in, you know what I'm saying, killing Roberts. And it's funny because David Vassay, the dude that hosts the talk, Dodger talk, you know what I'm saying, he shut it down. He was like, was Roberts up there hitting? Roberts can't hit. And then one dude was like, Roberts hit 260 as a career. He was like, that's better than a lot of these dudes that he putting up there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we do need him to hit. But nah, like he wasn't letting nobody get off. It was Robert's fault. And then like he does not subscribe to Mookie ain't hitting because he playing short. Like a bunch of people be calling in with that, and he shuts that down. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, dude, like they be trying to say how Mookie tries everything and they've tried everything. You know what I'm saying? You changing up the view?
Nah, I'm letting Lennon and Julianne in.
Oh.
Opening the doors since they can't go through the garage like they normally do.
Because y'all got construction going on.
Right. Nah, Bassay. I don't like Bassay.
Nah, you can say it. You know what I'm saying? I just think I don't know. He
Let the Dodger let the Dodger Nation speak on how they feel. Like, let
right,
us vent. Like
right,
we ain't trying
right,
to argue with you.
right.
We just
Nah,
want to get this off our chest.
right. Nah, that's it right there. He said, we don't want to argue with you. We just trying to get it off. Nah, because I was trying to put in the words the description, but that's perfect right there. You know what I'm saying? Because people been calling in all year, yo. Like with Mookie needs to go back to right, and they be criticizing Roberts, and he shuts it down. You know what I'm saying? That's always his thing. It's like, does Roberts hit? Does Roberts pitch? And it's like, no, he don't, but he puts up who hits and pitches. You know what I'm saying? Like he does have some control. So, if we want to criticize him, damn, that's a great point though. We're not calling in to argue with you. We're just calling in to
Right.
voice our frustration. And if you don't agree, that's cool, but don't act like it's just out of right field. You hear how many people calling in with these same thoughts. You know what I'm saying? They coming from somewhere.
And it's
And it's
logical.
right.
And
Nah.
like you was saying, but I mean, if they calling in with something that's logical / plausible, then let them
Let
get
them
that
get
off.
it off. Right. Nah. And it's crazy because I've been saying for so long how Mookie needs to go back to right. I mean, I've been on that. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I think he froze up.
I'm back. I can hear you. Am I still froze?
Yep. Okay, now you not. Yeah. But nah, I've been saying that Mookie should go back to right for months now. You know what I'm saying? But they was trying to be like, it's not that. You know what I'm saying? They tried everything else. That's always their argument. Mookie's trying everything. The Dodgers are trying everything. I'm like, y'all haven't tried that? You know what I'm saying? If you saying we trying everything, try that. And yesterday I heard some dudes that was like, man, they broke it down so cold. They was like, at, when players get older in baseball, they try to find ways of doing less reps to keep their legs for the game. It was like when Buster Posey had gotten older, he had figured out a way where he would take 16 swings in batting practice, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? He would be ready for the game. And they spoke on a couple other people that did similar things. As they got older, they started cutting back. And they was talking about how Mookie does extra work before the game on his fielding.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He spends an hour or whatever practicing fielding and then hitting. Like, you can't tell me that's not taken from his legs. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, he don't have no power. Like, he got warning track power now. You know what I'm saying? I know he lost all that weight before the season started, but you can't tell me all this extra work he's doing, working on his fielding and his hitting is not taken away from his game legs. I mean, that's just, come on. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and again, okay, if you don't think that's true, let's just try it. You know what I'm saying? Mookie, you go to right, which is a way less demanding position. You ain't gonna be having to do all that working on ground balls before the game for 2 hours. And let's see if you get a little bit, you know what I'm saying? More oomph in your stroke. And finally today, though, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you could tell Dave Roberts was at the end of his rope yesterday, or very close to it.
Mm.
Criticizing Shohei, like That's next to your last move. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't have too many plays other than criticizing Shohei. Probably your only other play was moving Mookie to right.
Mm.
That was the last thing that people wanted you to do that y'all have been steadfast we not doing. Criticizing Shohei is right before that. You know what I'm saying? No one was like, nigga, criticize Shohei. Like, when you do that, you trying to send a signal. That didn't work. You know what I'm saying? We come out down 7-0 to the Angels after I criticize Shohei. Mookie, get your ass in right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. Go to right, Mookie. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, we lost. They came back a little bit. 7-4. It's a final now. But man, is that gonna be the talk? How did that happen? Was that who made that decision?
And because I'm sitting here trying to figure out, because for one, he never came up to bat after the move, which I
Today?
feel like if we making that move is to try to get his bat back to some level of what we've been expecting from Mookie. But it seemed like it was triggered because they brought up Mickey Rowe to pinch hit for Dean.
Today?
Yeah, and I'm like, so obviously, like we already talked about Dean. Dean's not gonna get the hit.
Dean may not even be on the squad next week.
Yeah, because it was a different dude. We had Yuli Perez or somebody. It was a
Oh
different
yeah,
dude
right,
we had,
right.
and they would let him hit. He couldn't hit, but they let him hit. And I'm just like, I know Mickey Rowe is having a better season, but I'm like, damn, are we that depleted where he was our only pinch hitter?
Right. That's who we bringing off the bench.
Like, right, that's our best bat off the bench. Um, but yeah, it's a trip. Like I'm glad they did it because at least that breaks the seal on Mookie and Wright. Um, but yeah, it needs to happen way earlier, if not at the start of the game.
Right, because that's what I was saying. I'm like, man, I mean, is it permanent? Like, that's my next question. You know what I'm saying? You made the move. Like, now is you gonna put him back at short? Like, leave Mookie and right. You know what I'm
So
saying? Like,
Pahez stay center and Teo moves
tail
to
and left, where
and
he's gonna be a lot better.
and
You know what I'm
Conforto,
saying?
you
Because
get your ass.
to the bench where you should be. You know what I'm saying? And then when we pinch hitting instead of Miggy Rowe, it's you. You better learn how to pinch hit, Conforto.
Yeah.
Instead of getting 4 at bats a game, you about to start getting 1.
What happened to Kike? Kike's hurt.
Kike blew his arm out.
Pitching and meaningless.
Yeah, right. Right. All that damn blowout pitching he did, he killed his arm.
That's really what it is.
Yeah, he got arm troubles.
He coming back.
I mean, they all supposed to be coming back, but when?
Right.
Uh, actually, they said Kim ain't coming back.
Oh, is that right?
Well, they saying even if he come back, it ain't gonna be to the major league roster.
Hmm.
Right. I was like, damn, who we got? I mean, I know they like that rookie Freeland that we just brought up. He's cool.
Right. But he ain't Kike as we look towards October.
Oh yeah, nah. We gonna need Kike back. I'm saying Kim and Freeland is playing. They fighting for that last spot. Kike got his own spot. When Kike come back, you know what I'm saying? Shit, if they moving Mookie back to right, when Kike come back, he can play some short. Him and Miggy Rowe. Yeah, that's crazy though. They took Mookie and put him in right. You know what I'm saying? That switched our whole shit up. Like we was talking about football season. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was waxing poetic about how football made me feel, and then Dave Roberts was like, "Oh yeah, well
How
watch,
about this journey?
yeah, well watch this." You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, this is what I'm telling you. I've been beating this drum. I've been beating this drum for months,
Right. You have.
and finally today, yo. I mean, because my thing is, we're not paying Mookie to be an average shortstop. If you want to be an average shortstop, Mookie, give us some of that money back so we can go get us a right fielder. You know what I'm saying? But what we paying you for is to be an MVP level right fielder. Like that's what we telling everybody you are. You know what I'm saying? That's what we selling these ticket packages under the assumption of. But what you actually giving us is Miggy Rowe. You know what I'm saying? If Miggy Rowe was playing that short every day, he'd be hitting 240 with 11 and 50. Because I mean, right now he hitting 270 with 6 and 20.
Right.
And that's playing a couple times a week. That's
All
crazy.
facts.
But
Yeah.
nah, oh, go ahead.
Now I'm just sitting here looking at our depth chart for the Dodgers. And yeah, shit. I guess that we just put Keith Teo. Did we put Teo?
Nah, Teo played today.
Okay. Okay.
But Freddie came out the game.
Right.
Something happened to Freddie. They took him out for Varsho. I mean, rushing.
Right.
Varsho. We ain't even got a Varsho no more.
He plays for Toronto, don't he?
Yeah.
Right. Nah. Kike, Haisong Kim, and Tommy Edman.
Right. Edmund the one. We just lost him, and they saying he gonna be out for a minute. Because his ankle, he can't get that ankle right. Like when we traded for him, he was hurt with that ankle. Last year, he hadn't played all season because of that ankle when we got him.
Mm.
And it never really healed. You know what I'm saying? He been messing with it all this year. So now they like, we gonna sit him down till it's as close to right as it can get. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't really been hitting. It's been him and Mookie who ain't been giving us close to what we thought. I mean, Conforto too. But them other two, we seen do it for us. We was hoping for Conforto, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But nah, man, they're not giving off that championship vibe, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, we don't win when we are giving that off. Like I keep saying, last year was the aberration, not the norm. We don't just go and win every year. You know what I'm saying? We've been so many years that they break our heart. Like for us to think we can just backdoor our way in and get there and turn it on and do work, that's not our DNA. What make you think that? You know what I'm saying? What in our history make you think we just go get there and just nut up because that's how hard we are? Like we've been the dominant team many a time and get there and womp womp womp. And I feel like that's what Dave is feeling. Dave knows. You know what I'm saying? That's why Dave is trying to tighten the screws right now. He not waiting till October because he like, yo, we don't have no switch like that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't that just flip the switch squad.
Right. Nah, and it's a trip because Miggy Rowe was on with David Vassay pregame today.
Mm.
He was saying that exact shit.
Mm.
He was
Okay.
like, he was like, you just can't flip the switch in baseball. He was like, last year we played so much cleaner. He was like we was so good with the details. And he
Mm.
was like, that's what ended up getting us through the playoffs. And then
Mm.
once we got to the World Series, he was like, we wasn't hitting a whole bunch of homers. He was like, except for Freddie. Like Freddie got hot,
Right.
but it wasn't
Uh-huh.
like we was just bombing the Yankees. We was just fundamentally better. We
Mm.
played cleaner baseball than they did.
And let them fuck up.
Right,
This year we doing that.
right.
This year team's letting us fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And man, I'm glad to hear that somebody else is saying and feeling that because I'm like, we acting like we the Patriots or something. You know what I'm saying? We can go in as a wild card and win it. Like, we don't do that. We lose to the wild card. You know what I'm saying? So we better tighten our shit up. And I was telling Gino early. Oh, I told you earlier. We play the wild card team as of now. Like we falling that far. We the lowest ranked division winner.
Right. And I was kind of cool with that because in the past it's had us matching up with basically San Diego. Like
Mm.
whoever come out of that 4-5 matchup, and this year I think that 4-5 matchup would be the Cubs versus the Padres.
So still San Diego.
And I mean, if we was the 1 seed,
Uh, uh.
now that we out of that, I mean, we looking at the 2 seed if we win our first round series, and that's Philly, which is still a headbanger, but I want Philly more than I want the Padres.
Mm. Is that right?
Even though I mean we would have home field against the
The
Padres.
Padres, but not the Phillies. Well, shit, in a couple of days, the Padres might have ran us down because we play them next.
Right,
And then next weekend,
right.
you know what I'm saying? We play them after this, then Colorado, then somebody else, then them again.
It's a 1 game lead.
Yeah. So they won today then
Yeah, they've won 3 in a row.
because it was a 2 game lead this morning.
Yes, sir.
Nah, I'm telling you, they feel it. These moves he making let you know how he feel. You know what I'm saying? If he was feeling comfortable and confident, he wouldn't have criticized Shohei. And then if he was feeling comfortable and confident, he wouldn't have said, Mookie, go to right.
And it's a
Saying
trip because Milwaukee's won 10 in a row. They 30 games.
Milwaukee's on fire.
And going into yesterday's game with the Mets, I kind of looked at their lineup before the game and I was like, damn, they not playing Terang. They not playing Yelich. I'm like, Milwaukee is just like conceding this game. Like, all right, dude, we don't want 9 in a row. We're going to give our dudes a rest. You know, shit, if we go 9-1 every 10 games,
We'll
we
be all
straight.
right.
And the Mets jumped out on them 5-0, and they just walked them down. And so I ended up watching. I think I watched the 8th and 9th inning of that game, and it was the Milwaukee broadcast. And the Milwaukee's broadcasters just kept saying, like, it's something magical about this team. It's
Mm,
something magical. It's something magical. I mean, and
mm.
they ended up walking the Mets off
Off. Right.
with some no name dude. I mean, they never brought Yelich in. Like they had a part in the 8th where they clearly could have brought him in, and even the broadcaster was like, okay, because Yelich had his helmet on and everything. He was pacing, getting ready. And when they didn't bring him in, it was like, okay, this is obviously going to be a full rest day for Yelich. Because if they ain't bringing him in now, he ain't
Ain't no
coming.
point. Right.
And Milwaukee was like, we don't need him.
Right. Nah.
Chill, Christian.
They the hottest team. And see, that's the thing. That shit those announcers are saying. It's something special about this team. Like, you ain't heard our announcers say that once. Like those the teams that win it. You know what I'm saying? Not the teams that's doing what we doing. Like Milwaukee's scary as shit. Cause that's the thing. Like you look at their lineup and you be like, what? Who? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But it's they pitching.
Mm.
Look at they pitching. You know what I'm saying? They got that rookie that made the All-Star team.
Oh, Mazeroski.
Right. He like schemes who? He like, I'm schemes with a real team. You know what I'm saying? Schemes is with the Pirates, okay? Y'all ain't never gonna see him in the offs. Y'all about to see me in October this year throwing 104. Nah, they pitching stymied us. They beat us every game this year.
6-0.
And then the Cubs too. Huh?
I said they 6-0. They 6-0 against us at least. It might be 7-0.
The Brewers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 7, but they beat us every game. You know what I'm saying? And the Cubs got our number this year. That's what I'm saying. Like they not giving off championship vibes. I mean, we in first place and whatever you want to say, but I'm just saying, knowing how we are, this ain't the formula. And I mean, we've been talking about it all year. Like, is it time? Is it time enough for it to change? What can they do to make it change? Time is running out. You know what I'm saying? They got another good month.
Yeah, and that's my thing. Like maybe the Brewers is peaking too early.
Mm.
I
Nah,
mean, but they've been peaking for months.
right. Nah,
And it's like, can you sustain that?
because when you said they won 9 out of 10, I was like, nigga, it's like 23 out of 25. You know what I'm saying? It go way past that 9 out of 10. That 9 out of 10 is right, but they've done a couple 9 out of 10s recently, back to back. Nah, I mean, again, you can fall back on that. Maybe they peaking too early, but it's like, I don't know. We ain't never been the squad to be trash all year, then peak since '88. You know what I'm saying? So, I can't sit back and say that's what we gonna do this year. We usually the squad that's been dominating all year and then get there and run into that squad that's peaking. That's our MO.
Right. Nah.
But nah, we wasn't even supposed to be talking about them, dude. That just happened because Roberts moved Mookie to right, and that shocked the shit out of me because I've been wanting that all year. What we were supposed to be talking about, which gives us good vibes, is the Rams, man. You know what I'm saying? Because and that's the thing. Like, I don't know. I can't even say that. The Dodgers are not bad built operationally. The Dodgers structure is very fundamentally sound. You know what I'm saying? But the vibes that they're giving off on the field this year are not feel good vibes. And all the other shit with the Jackie Robinson ice shit. You know what I'm saying? But the Rams, on the other hand, have the great structure and the vibes on the field feel so good. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had third string dudes out there having you hyped. You know what I mean? Like, and it was funny because you were saying how this is an abundance of riches. You was like, sometimes we be looking at one dude and be like, dude, so and so might make it, but this year it's just an abundance. And I feel like when you said that, I was like, that's a championship roster. Like that's what you need to do in football to win it. Because it's funny because all year, not all year, but all right now, all I hear people talking about is the Eagles roster and the Ravens roster. Everyone's like, oh, those is the best rosters. You know what I'm saying? But the Eagles already just lost their center. But I'm like, nobody's speaking on us. Like, where's our holes at? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, hey, man, but that's cool. We'll go under the radar. You know what I mean? Don't hype our roster up then. You know what I'm saying? But from what I saw, I was like, wait a minute. The Eagles, okay, the Eagles, I can't fight them, but we was right there with them. We the only squad that they didn't throttle in that run. You know what I'm saying? And they took some losses this offseason. They lost quite a few dudes. And then Dickerson just getting hurt in the preseason. We took no losses like that. We traded Coop Tuck for Devontae and then brought in a whole new rookie class that looked legit. Like I'm like you were saying, with these is abundance of riches. I'm like, wait, point to the holes in our shit. We
Right.
got depth. You know what I'm saying? Not just one dude. Like we got levels. Like you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, knock on wood. This is not what I want, but I honestly feel like we can still win this shit without Stafford. Like if something happened where we had to run with Jimmy G, Jimmy G's been to a bowl. We would just do it different. The only thing is we wouldn't have that threat of that bomb game. You know what I'm saying? That over the top of your D threat, we wouldn't have that with Jimmy G. But like how we sliced the Cowboys up, that's what Jimmy G would be doing. Like Stetson didn't throw nothing deep. And what he did throw deep was incomplete. Like that's the kind of game Jimmy G got from like 30 yards in, you know what I'm saying? And we can still win like that with all the pieces we got. But what Stafford adds is he can make that big throw. That woo, you know what I'm saying? The only a handful of dudes in the league can make that throw, you know what I'm saying? But we not built around that. Like that's probably only gonna come into play a couple games in the of the year. It's not gonna be every game we need Stafford to make a big throw like that to win us a game. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be kicking teams' ass on GP. Like we just more physical than y'all. You know what I'm saying? We don't even have to use we're just gonna run it this game. We go because that's kind of what we did to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? We started off really like, yo, we just gonna make y'all stop the run. It was 14-0, you know what I mean? Just on running and defense. And
Right.
then we let Stetson throw it around a little bit, but it's like, I don't know, man. Just seeing that, I mean, we had an idea going in, but just seeing that one preseason game, I was like, yeah, this is what we thought. You know what I'm saying? And that was with the backups. That was with well, we saw a few dudes that's gonna be playing, but that was without any of the main dudes. And that's my thing. If y'all got third stringers playing like this, what's the first stringers looking like? These dudes was disciplined.
Right.
We had a handful of penalties, but they was mostly on D, mostly PIs, which is like, you know, you're gonna live with that. We didn't have many false starts. Niggas wasn't jumping off sides. Like the Cowboys did that on every possession. Every possession, somebody false starting or holding. You know what I'm saying? Like we was very clean, and you got third stringers playing clean like that. That says something about the culture. You know what I'm saying? What's the first stringers doing? Because these dudes wouldn't be third string if the first stringers wasn't doing something way better. You know what I'm saying? These dudes is like, why am I third string? Like we were saying, Josiah, like, why I'm playing? You know what I'm saying? Why I gotta be out here? Limmer's like, I gotta play. And they like, yeah, that's how thick it is out there. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, and they was saying that the real revelation in Saturday's game was the center that
Limmer?
we got.
Oh, the short dude?
Black. Yes.
Oh, really?
They was like he's they was like he's solidified himself as a future starter. Willie Lampkin.
As a
They
what
was like he's
starter?
starting for somebody
Really?
as a future starter.
Oh, as a
Yeah, they
future
was like he
starter.
showed last night Saturday. He showed on Saturday that he's gonna be a starter in this league.
Wow. Because remember,
Despite
I
being
pointed him out at camp.
5'11".
Remember?
Right.
I pointed him out at camp. I was like, look how little
Yeah.
dude is. And you was like, but he is playing center. And that's when I was like, ooh, that's a good point. That actually might be a good thing. And I peeped him in the game, but I didn't know he did all that. I'm looking for him right now on the roster. Because he
Willie
only like,
Lampkin,
yeah,
5'11",
right,
5'11", 270.
right. He like a center AD.
I was gonna say DeMarco.
Oh, nah, but like 99, you know what I'm saying? Where you like, man, these numbers don't fit for what you doing
Right. They said he was the highest graded offensive lineman
in the
of,
league.
of the whole of the
Wow.
whole preseason week one.
Mm, that's crazy. We gotta keep him then.
Right, and that's my thing. Because when you was like, how come these experts ain't blowing up the depth or the quality of our roster? And then you was like, that's cool, let them sleep. I was like, yeah, let them sleep so we can sneak all these dudes through waivers
Right.
and have the dopest practice squad moving.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Right here. They don't even have him. Damn, they don't even have him in the roster part. Like, because they got the
Right.
roster part, then they just got like 15 dudes just listed.
As undrafted free agents or whatever.
I don't even know if they undrafted free agents because it's so, well, maybe that's what they are. Because Akiri is in this part.
Oh, okay. Well, nah.
Nah, but they don't even have his picture. 5'11", 290 from, oh, he from North Carolina. He a rookie. Ooh. Nah, remember, I was like, look how little dude is. I love
Right.
it. Man, yeah. That's third world problems right there. Because I was like, how do we keep him? You know what I'm saying? Because we just signed Coleman Shelton, like we bringing you back to play center.
Yeah, McVay said, I thought he did a nice job. He can get underneath people and be able to finish. That's what you loved about him at North Carolina. Just a competitor. He's tough. He's physical. He understands how to be able to play to show his. Damn it. Now I got to go to Twitter to see the rest of it. But yeah,
Nah,
McVay,
all that sounded good. Physical, finisher.
right. So, yeah, dude. I mean, the quality of play and.
That's why Bo was playing guard.
Mm,
Remember, we was like, Bo playing guard? And they like, yeah, Bo, you want to stay around? Bo, you want to stick around? You might want to try some guard because this dude is playing center.
Because they made it seem like they was playing him at guard just because McVay is so wanting to use him. He's like, dude, I got it. Like, I got to find a way to get Bo on the field.
Huh?
But nah, that's how they made it seem.
Right.
But
And
now,
that two things could be true at once. You know
right.
what I'm saying? We
Nah,
do want to get you on the field, but it's not looking like it's going to be at backup center now. You know what I'm saying? We've had a change in plans in that.
right.
That's crazy. He said, because the revelation was that little center. Because I remember I pointed him out at camp. I was like, look how little dude is. And he was like, but he playing center though. I was like, touche. That means he's good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because little centers, that's that works. Yeah, that's that works. That's the one spot on the old line you can get that off. I mean, because even for the snapping,
Right.
it's like you right, you right there.
Right. Who getting lower than me?
Right. Nah.
Ain't,
Right. You
ain't nobody getting lower than me.
on no play. You big
Right.
6'5" D tackles. I'm
Right.
under y'all. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, that's so dope. Nah, and again, that's the back of our roster. You know what I'm saying? The old St. Louis Rams, We be tooting him as our MVP. You know what I'm saying? This our best player right here, y'all. Like,
Right.
we talking about the back of our roster. And that's a jewel. Like how they said this dude's gonna start on some team. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we like it's probably not for us this year. But we want to keep you around though. Like, man, that's awesome news right there.
Right. Right.
Because we saw other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Josiah, Mumfield.
Right. All the linebackers.
Uh, uh,
They
who?
gave Sean Dolak and Pooh love.
Mm,
Uh,
mm. Dolak is the white dude, right?
mm-hmm.
And then there was another dude that we had a linebacker, 40.
Kenny Fields
Okay.
and
That's the dude
Eli.
from he
He
from the
from
Browns?
Cleveland, yeah.
Yeah.
And Eli Neal, like,
Oh, right. That's the dude from Marshall, who it
mm,
was him and Spates last year as rookies. Woo! That's what I'm saying. Like, we can't keep all of them. Well, maybe slide some dude to practice squad.
yeah, yeah,
Spates, Landman, Dolak, Kool, Neal.
Reader.
Reader's not making it.
Troy Reader
Reader Reader has zero upside.
started in the Super Bowl that we
Right.
won.
But that all these dudes we talking about got upside. Like all these dudes we naming, we don't know how good they could be. You know what I'm saying? We still don't know how good Spates could be. And he's a starter. You know what I mean? Like, we got so many, and that's the thing about our dudes. Like, it ain't like we got a bunch of dudes like Reader where you seen them, you know who they are, or like a Hoyt. You know what I'm saying? You these dudes ain't gonna just all of a sudden become, you know what I mean? We know what they ceiling are. All these dudes we got, we don't even know what they ceiling is yet. Even Verse, Fisk, like all these dudes is like, dude, I could be anything.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? You could be looking at the next 99,
right.
or you could be looking at the next LT. Because I heard Kyle Hurd finally made that comparison to Verse.
Mm,
Because he's been sacking Verse all off season. Every time they talk about a possible breakout player, he brings Verse up. But he finally said Verse could be like an LT. Because I said that last season because I was trying to rack my brain of who's been like this. Physical in the run and the pass. He not just a pass rusher, because again, he only had 4.5 sacks. Like he physical with dudes in the run game. Like he throwing running backs around. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, who's the last dude that did that? And the only person I could think of was LT, where he was just crazy on the field for any play. A lot of these dudes now are just pass rushers. You know what I'm saying? Myles Garrett, I guess Myles Garrett stops the run, but it's like, you don't think of him as a ferocious run stopper. Like Verse is just ferocious. Like in any form of play, run, pass, whenever I get to the ball, it's gonna be with bad intention. You know what I'm saying?
right. And Miles Garrett is a freakish athlete. Whereas
He
I
is
don't know that you think a verse like that. Like you made the point going into last season, like his main thing is a bull rush.
right.
How
And
many rookies
you're not
come
supposed to be
in?
able to do that.
Right.
DeMarco be telling him that. DeMarco has told him that in multiple interviews with them watching tape of him pancaking dudes. Like, you're not supposed to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like when he pancaked Darashaw. And then when he did that to Mylata.
Right.
Like, dude. Rookies don't come in doing this. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Like, that's, again, we don't know what his ceiling is. We just going off of what he did last year to have these high hopes. You know what I'm saying? We like, if he just come back as that dude, we going. What if he takes a jump, which by all accounts, they saying he has. Like, we gotta pull him off our dudes. You know what I'm saying? Our O-line that we love, we like, hey man, get off these niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? But we love our O-line. They went out there and dominated the Cowboys. All our backs was eaten. You know what I'm saying? But in practice, he's killing them. Man, this gonna be a fun ride, yo. This gonna be a fun ride.
Right. Nah, you saw what AD was tweeting at Parsons. He
Was
was
he
like
to
he was
come?
he was like, Micah Parsons, come to the Rams. And
Mm,
I might start getting in football shape.
mm.
He is like, because with that D line, and he was just talking about our D line as currently assembled without Micah or 99. He's like, but Micah, if you come run and I get in football shape and we join that D line,
It's a
that would,
wrap.
yeah, right. Nah, this feels a lot like 2021. This feels like our all-in year because I feel like we're gonna make a blockbuster move at some point this season. I don't know.
Mm.
I mean, some equivalent to when we brought in
Bond.
right. And then OBJ a couple of weeks later, like
And hadn't we brought Jalen in that offseason? Or have we had Jalen?
we got Jalen. Yeah, I think we did get him that season before. No. We got him the year after we lost to the Patriots in the bowl.
So that was 2020.
So yeah, we got right. Okay. So yeah. Um but that was the season. Yeah, that was the trade deadline move. One year was bringing Jalen. The next year was bringing Vaughn.
Bond and OBJ. Nah, man. I mean, it's yeah, it feels like that, and it also has some turfish elements. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, dude, where's the weakness on this O? Like, what exactly are you gonna try to take away?
Yeah, and you're higher on Jimmy G than I am.
Right. I'm saying if we had to run with Jimmy G, you know what I'm saying? I'm still saying Stafford's gonna be the one.
Because I saw an article where they said, who's the backup we had 2 years ago? That Philly,
Wentz, Wentz,
where Wentz had reached out to us because Wentz is still unsigned.
mm,
And
he is.
Wentz put something out there like,
I'm better than Jimmy G.
right.
Ah,
And they was,
no,
yeah, if something goes wrong with Stafford, because what they not gonna do is leave Stetson as the backup. Like
to
if
anybody.
right, yeah, he's not gonna be the number two.
Right.
So if
Even to
Stafford,
Jimmy G.
right,
If
if,
Jimmy G moves up to number one, then Wentz, you coming in.
exactly, that was the scenario they was talking about. Is
Nah.
Wentz is Stafford having something go on where he's put on the you can't put him on pup because pup he's done for the whole season, right?
Yeah, but there's something where he can miss 4 games.
Right. They was like, if that happens, then they got to bring in a backup.
And that can be Wentz. And I'm saying we can withstand that. We built where if that does happen, our season is not over. You know what I'm saying? Especially if Stafford will be coming back.
Right.
Nah, man. Again, we was looking at third, fourth, and fifth stringers on Saturday that could easily play on a winning team. You know what I'm saying? Like that little center. Like he could be on a playoff team starting. You know what I'm saying? And then what's Josiah's last name? Josiah. That whoever
Stewart.
Stewart. That dude, yo. Like that sack he got was not it was verse-ish.
And that was against Adeniji.
Oh, was it?
Adeniji, I think he played for the Bengals when we beat him in the bowl. I want to say he's the one that AD was punking him in the bowl for one. But I want to say that's who AD beat on that last play. So I mean,
Okay.
but at some point we was I think talking about Adeniji as like, all right, I don't know if it was Adeniji. It was another guard from Buffalo who he wanted, who ended up with the Bengals. But anyway, Adeniji is a veteran starting
Level tackle.
and
For him to do it. Nah, and that wasn't a bull rush, but that was a power move. You know what I'm saying? Verse just does a bull rush, which is even more like, dude, what are you doing? But that move that Josiah did is still a power move. To grab a dude and toss him like that,
discard him, right?
you're not supposed to do that. Rookies are supposed to come in with spins like Freeney. You know what I'm saying? Where you spin and you're using your quickness to get there. Okay, that's rookie shit. Like, okay, that was slick. You know what I'm saying? You don't just come in running over grown men with kids. Like Odenijay's kids was watching that. You know what I'm saying? Daddy, why that man do you like that? Like, these is grown men with families that this rookie is coming in tossing like that. You know what I'm saying? That's not supposed to happen. That's not how the NFL works. So when I saw him do that, I was like, ooh,
And
that's
it's
going to
funny
translate.
because during the game, they were interviewing McVay at that time when he got the sack. And Mina Kimes, who was in the booth, either just before he got the sack or right after, she was like, hex snaps are up for grabs. And she was Hoyt's snaps are up for grabs. Who's
No,
going
they
to
not. Not
It
no
was
more.
basically like Josiah's the one, and
McVay
McVay.
said that?
No, this was Mina's question to McVay.
Uh,
Basically, like go on and anoint Josiah as Hoyt's
Hoyt's replacement.
and he didn't go that far. Even in the midst of him getting that sack, because he still mentioned Nick Hampton, he still mentioned Brennan Jackson.
Because he want them to keep working.
Right. There might have been the only other two names he mentioned. And then he was
Don't
like,
stop working because y'all can get cut.
he was like, of course, BY in verse, but yeah, man, it's ridiculous.
It
It's a
is.
ridiculously good problem to have.
How well built this shit is. And without like a lot of first round picks or second round picks, these is all lower level pick dudes. Whoever is finding the talent got a hell of an eye, yo. Like this center, he was undrafted, right?
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Right. Nah, and Dolak.
Mm.
I mean,
Undrafted. And again, the drafted dudes, they like automatic locks. Like the dude you draft, you even seventh rounders, you're like, oh yeah, he gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying? Sixth rounder, Pooh Paul. We like, oh heck yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not supposed to be doing that. We used to bomb first round picks regularly. Alex Barron and
Right.
them kind of dudes, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. Nah, I just feel like when you give us a house money type of situation, we gonna turn it into gold. Like
Right. We cash in.
we house money on so many levels right now. Even in the draft, like we ain't never. I'm talking about just the resources we got for next year's draft. Like when have we been ever in the
Two
McVay?
first.
Right. Coming off a dope season, going into a season where we supposed to, I mean, that ain't happened. And I mean, we F them picks. Like,
Right. Nah, that was a coup. You know what I'm saying? That was a straight coup. Now we put all the pressure on Atlanta. And it's crazy because they was doing their previews and they was like, I don't trust Atlanta's coaching staff.
mm,
And I was like, ooh. Because they got out Raheem.
right.
They said, I don't know about Raheem as a head coach. They said they old coordinator, whoever he was somebody Raheem took with him, I think. But they was like, I don't trust him. They said, I don't trust their D coordinator. I was like, ooh, okay. So this possible they shit could fall apart. And that's what they were saying. They was like, and that's why they traded that pick. They was like, because if we don't have a good season, the GM ain't gonna make that pick anyway. You know what I'm saying? He like, so we might as well try to load up because that pick means nothing to us. We not gonna be here. Magic Johnson voice. You know what I'm saying? We not gonna be here. Nah, getting that second first is crazy. And it's crazy because everyone thinking we're gonna use that for a QB, which we quite possibly might. Arch they talking about. But I've been having this crazy ass thought that I want to run by you. I know we running out of time, but I still, since we on this Ram talk, what you think about Trey Lance?
Mm, he's a backup for
The
who now?
Chargers,
Oh, really?
right here in LA. And he's fighting for the backup spot. I think it's between him and Taylor Heineke or somebody like that.
Yeah,
But
he looked good in the Hall of Fame game.
I was just about to say he looked good yesterday too. And yesterday was more him running. But I was like, they unlocked something in him. And Harbaugh do that. Harbaugh's low-key a quarterback whisperer. Because he got Josh Johnson been in the league for 17 years because of Harbaugh out of USD.
Mm,
He's still in the league. That was Harbaugh's first dude. You know what I'm saying? And he black. And he's still getting some backup off of what Harbaugh taught him. Harbaugh had Kaepernick. You know what I'm saying? Kaepernick's only few good years was with Harbaugh. He unlocks dudes, and I feel like
Andrew Luck. I don't
right
think Andrew Luck was coming in as the projected top pick in the draft.
out of high school,
Right. Signing at
nah,
Stanford.
right,
Stanford
nah.
was nasty.
And I think he redshirted.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? I think he redshirted. Nah, man, I was looking at Trey Lance and I was like, ooh, you look like a good Stafford replacement. Because he only 25, like he wouldn't be a rookie, but he would still be young and not have all them miles on him, you know what I'm saying? And then we wouldn't have to cake him, but we would have to pay him like a little bit more than a rookie. Because that's
right.
what I was thinking, like, when Stafford leaves, for us to keep it running, we're gonna have to have a rookie QB. Because that's the only way we're gonna be able to pay Verse and all of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if we can pay somebody like him, like Trey Lance, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like when Tampa first got Baker. You come in on a reasonable deal and then ball and get your big money. You know what I'm saying? And by that time, we moving off of Brian Young and Verse. You know what I'm saying? That's 4 years down the road, 3 at least. But nah.
Nah, and I love it the most because it would just stick it to the Niners.
Mm,
Oh, they would be livid.
If Trey Lance pans out with us,
Right.
thanks, y'all. Y'all got Purdy. That's the thing. They had to cake Purdy. We wouldn't have to cake Trey Lance. Not like that. You know what I'm saying? We would give him a reasonable contract because he would be coming as a backup from somewhere.
Right.
Wherever we finally got him from, it would be as a backup. You know what I'm saying?
Now
Nah.
that would be a chess move
Right. Nah.
in a checkers league.
Looking at him the last few weeks, and he in LA already. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, McVay, hey, you know what I'm saying? Can you work with that? When Stafford, and that's the thing. It's everything about the new generation, but like ease McVay into it. Like he's not a rookie, but he is a running QB. You know what I mean? Like, like, because I don't know if McVay would just want to go with a rookie running QB. Like, you know what I'm saying? To break, because we ain't never had that. So to break McVay into that, like, this would be a easier way. Like, he been around the league, McVay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've seen him in town. It's not like we just bringing some dude out of college and we gonna let him run our shit running around. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if McVay would go for that.
And we're going to see him on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. That's gonna be a good game. It's funny because I was thinking SoFi's turning into a dungeon. It ain't gonna be too many wins running up in SoFi this year. You know what I'm saying? Because the way the Chargers play, like they routed the Saints the same way we did the Cowboys on just culture. You know what I mean? Like these are third, fourth stringers, but imagine what our first stringers is doing. That's how they looked. You know what I'm saying? I felt like they was very similar to us this week. I was like, okay, Chargers, y'all finally moving in that direction. That's Harbaugh though. That's what he do.
Exactly.
He built that culture. Like they play physical. You know what I'm saying? They play D. They gonna run the ball down your throat.
Right. And they got a dope QB. Like, I mean, and that's all Harbaugh be talking about.
But he don't ask him to do much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all. That's his history. Even with Andrew Luck. You know what I'm saying?
True.
As dope as my QB is, we running this rock. You know what I mean? We gonna have him to make those throws that we need, but nah, we running this rock regardless.
Nah, they're gonna be a problem. They're gonna
Nah,
be a problem. And I mean, I thought about it several times this offseason. I was like, yeah, I'm glad we don't have to deal with that. Like we low key do because they in LA, but it's like that's KC, that's y'all problem.
right.
Y'all
Right.
deal with that.
Nah.
And y'all whole division.
And Denver and the Raiders. Like they all got almost Hall of Fame coaches.
Right.
They were saying this the thickest, this is the best coaching division. They was trying to go back to like some NFC East days with like Parcells and Joe Gibbs.
Right.
Right. But it ain't never been all four. Like because they asked Louis Riddick to rank, and he ranked Harbaugh last.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Harbaugh, Andy Reid first, and then Carroll second, because he got a bowl.
Sean Payton was like, so do I.
Right. And that's why he third. No, actually, I think he put Sean Payton second. And he was saying how underrated Sean Payton was. And then he put Pete. Harbaugh ain't got no bowl. But we all know he a hell of a coach. I mean, that just lets you know how thick that division is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nah, but the Chargers gonna be right in the middle of it. But I mean, I feel like they still got to get over the fact that they charge her all the time, and that already happened with that old lineman blowing his leg out. Like That's a very Charger thing. 2-3 days after they maxed him out, made him the highest paid lineman, he blow his shit out.
And they had Joe Alt last year.
Yeah, he was. Oh, yeah, he that rookie, and he was playing right tackle because of Slater. They already had one of the best left tackles, so they just say, okay, we just gonna put you at right tackle. But now Art gonna slide over and be Pro Bowl. He was a beast last year. He bigger than Slater. He a monster. So now they got to find a right tackle, and they got to do, I think, Simpkins or something like that. They got another big dude that's gonna play right tackle. So it's gonna go down a little bit, but not as much as if you know what I'm saying, as some other teams had lost.
Trey
Huh?
Pipkins. Trey
Okay.
Pipkins.
Yeah. How big is he?
6'6", 310.
Okay. Yeah,
Black,
he gonna move.
black
Huh?
dude.
Yeah. How big is Alt?
6'8", 325.
Okay. Him.
Rashawn Slater was 6'4", 320. Oh, he was black? Well, shit, Rashawn, I guess so.
Right. Yeah. Oh no, he from Northwestern.
Mm-hmm. Nah.
Nah, they massive up front, and then they got your boy from the Eagles running guard.
Oh,
Becton. Yeah.
Right. Nah. I did not want. I was so unexcited for the Rams game this past Saturday.
Is that right?
Because I was just like, I mean, we don't have no holes. I'm like, I wasn't really excited to see nothing. I didn't think
You
Josiah
told me
was
that.
going to play.
You told me that.
I didn't even think Jarquez, like, I didn't think he was going to be playing. So I went
And
in
then
completely.
Blake played.
Huh? Right. I went in completely unexcited, but boy, has that flipped.
But you left not unexcited.
Right. And now we get to play the Chargers.
Nah, I mean, and again, third string against third string, but that means something against them. They like us.
In a culture battle. We were supposed to practice
Right.
against them this week too, but they begged out of it.
Uh.
It was like stall us out, stall us out. We don't.
Because
We don't.
they said we was trying to set some shit up with the Saints for Thursday.
To replace.
Yeah, I guess I didn't know what it was for, but they said we was trying to set something up with them.
Right, nah, because we was supposed to practice against the Chargers this week. But then the Chargers said, strike that.
They saw the game.
We can't.
It's like, you know what? We just gonna see y'all on Saturday. Which is cool. Like, I mean, I'm ready. And it's crazy because they talking about taking the preseason down to one game and making all that other stuff regular season. You know what I'm saying? Because they like, if you charging full price for every game, then make them all regular season games then. One preseason game. And I mean, I'm like, after this one game, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready. I want to bubble wrap everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I mean? They showed us enough.
Right, nah. And, you know.
Why we got to do this 2 more times?
And if these practices are really as, you know, these joint practices, if they really show as much, which clearly they do, because.
Right. I was just about to say that. Clearly they do. They were saying we was dominating the boys in practice. And that's what happened in the game. Because he had hit me earlier that week. Like, I heard we was dominating the boys.
Nah, and that usually holds water. Like, as we've heard that through these previous seasons about these joint practices. Yes. When we dominate these practices, it usually portends to good things.
Right.
It don't be empty calories.
because they were saying you in these joint practices, you get to simulate more shit you want to work on than you would in a preseason game. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be like, we gonna do some third downs. You know what I'm saying? This is a third down session.
Right.
Where in a game you might not get a third down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So nah. And man, it just again, McVay, you know what I'm saying? It just leads to how good McVay is, man. Like nurturing play. I don't know. I'm ready, yo. Like I was hyped going in. It was, I love this bottom of the roster shit. Like, you know what I mean? I love that. So going in, I want to see 57,
Oh
who
yeah.
looked who looked cool, and Mumford, the receiver.
Right.
Going in, I wanted to see them, but so many other dudes was like, "Hey, you better look at me." So many dudes was just like, "Hey, did you know about me?" And I was like, "Man, I do now." You know what I'm saying?
Right. Nah. And it's only Monday. And
Right.
we sitting here fully juiced for a
For
second
Saturday.
preseason game.
Right. Can you imagine once the season start?
Right.
Nah, I keep saying this gonna be a fun ride. You know what I'm saying? I think we need to I mean we already started, but we need to continue to fully document this year. Cause I think by the end of it, it's gonna be, yeah. Going into these years that we've had like this, we didn't document that well. You know what I'm saying? This one we got a chance to be documenting from beginning to end. I mean, all the shit we got from camp.
Right.
It's gonna be some shit in there that turns out to be like, damn, remember that? Because we got verse last year when we didn't know, you know what I mean? We knew he was gonna be cool, but we didn't know what he was gonna be, you know what I mean? And we got him to sign that ball.
Right.
Yeah, well, shit. I mean, we can wrap it up here, or unless you got something else.
Nah, man. I was just trying to read through a little bit of what Cats is saying based on what they saw out of last week, the
Oh, about the
practice.
Rams?
But it's all the same stuff we've been seeing. Like that's what I love. Like they see what we see.
Right. It ain't like we talking a foreign language.
Right.
Like the reporters is talking about something completely different. In that
Right.
articles that they're like, yeah, this little center and Pooh Paul.
Right.
Nah, that's what's so good about it. You know what I'm saying? Is that we are seeing, because I remember, where did we go? My bad. I remember in the St. Louis days, we would always be like, dude, why we not doing this? Why we not playing him? Why, you know what I'm saying? We would never be on the same page with management. You know what I'm saying? But ever since they've been back, and it's not even just this year, it's been for years now that's like, dude, we see right along with these dudes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes they see shit we don't see, and it's like, okay, like getting Stafford. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We would have never thought of pulling that off and getting 99. Well,
Right.
actually, we drafted 99 in the Lou,
Right.
but still, like, you know what I'm saying? They've seen some shit we haven't seen, but for the most part, when we see something, they see it too, which is makes it even better. You know what I mean? Because again, what we seeing right now looks great. And so hopefully they feel I mean, I know they feel the same way.
Nah. They do. And
But
it's
yeah. All right. We'll wrap it up right here. Thank you guys for watching again, man. It's the Kool. I'm Kareem Matthews. That's my boy Rodney Lusian. We'll be hilarious. We out.